Good morning, and welcome to the Morning Horizons podcast. My name is Anthony Evans. On today's episode, I just wanted to talk about this surreal moment. It wasn't really the moment that I was looking for. It also wasn't a moment that I was aware that was going to happen. It just fell into place. It felt right. Going through the days, there's just these moments where time just slows down a little bit and you just have to stop and think and breathe just a little bit. And you have these thoughts that nobody else is probably having at this moment right now. It was the 3rd of July, they're doing the parades for 4th of July and all that. They're getting ready, the big celebration. Everybody's out, the kids are everywhere. They're lining up marching bands and fancy old cars and throwing candy out and wailing sirens. I mean, everything is happening at these moments. And I'm sitting there among thousands of people that I have never once met in my life. And they have no clue who I am. They, just like me, do not know any of the thousands of people that are there. But we're gathered for the common cause of celebrating independence, celebrating time with families and barbecues, celebrating moments of life. To each their own, whatever they're coming there for, it's a celebration. Parents are there to have fun at barbecues and hang out with their friends. Children are there because we're throwing candy outside of fire trucks and there are sirens everywhere. For those who know me, you know that I'm not a big sound person. I cannot begin to tell you how much I hate loud siren sounds. For those who like them, congratulations. I'm happy for you. But I'm just not one of those people. And like I said, anybody who knows me or interacts with me knows that that's just not my thing. But back to the important part. I'm surrounded by 1,000 people. I do not know them. I'm not a super extroverted person. I'm not going to go and make 13 friends while I'm here. I just want to sit down. The sirens are loud, but hopefully they'll be over soon. And I'm sitting in this intersection where cars are normally running through, people going to day jobs and returning home from work or just simply driving place to place on their day-to-day. But today's different. There's an event bringing people together. They're all having just tons of fun. And I could not be more bothered by the sirens. So in my way of avoiding things, I just start looking around and it falls quiet. I notice that the stoplights are just going. Everything about this day is different. There are people standing in the road. It's chaos. There's sirens. There's candy being thrown out. There's children running everywhere. You don't see this every day. But again, the stoplights. Green means go. Yellow, probably speed up. But slow down. Slow down. And red, stop. And it just kept going. A monotonous, very monotone, very metronome-like flickering. Green, yellow, red. And it kind of occurred to me, this aha moment, I like to call them. It's just the moments where you're not really looking for it, but it sneaks up on you. And in this aha moment, I just thought to myself, the world is neutral. The streetlights don't care or are unaffected by the fact that there is a celebration. They are no longer directing traffic because there are people standing in the road. They simply are continuous. And this was important for me because sometimes we have those days where everything goes wrong. You spilled coffee on your shirt, you're wearing a stain, and you get so caught up that this is the worst day ever. And it gets worse from there. Everybody's been thrown off Everybody goes through this horrible, wretched day where nothing goes right, and it just feels like the world is after you. But in this moment, the crowds, the celebration, the world was not for or against anything. It just continued to move on. These big events that we have in our lives, some extremely amazing and awesome, some devastatingly low, the world continues to move on. It inspired me. It really did, because I'm looking at these streetlights and I'm like, how do I become more like these? How do I keep going despite all the ruckus and sirens and chaos in life? And it made me think about it just a little bit more in a way that I probably wouldn't have thought about it in the past. So I just wanted to share it with you. I thought it was super interesting, just the idea that the world will continue to move on despite everything that goes on around it. You know, it was reassuring. It was good to know that no matter what's going on, the world will continue on going. Maybe there's places in your life where you can apply this. Maybe there's places where you can use this idea to get through the hard times. So I just wanted to share that with you. I thought that was something that was super, super cool. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was just this pull from this aha moment. So I will talk with you next week. Enjoy the week. Push forward throughout the week. Enjoy the week ahead of you. And that'll be all for this episode. For anyone listening and found this episode to be impactful, motivating, or just of a unknown amount of value, if you could do me a favor and just like the video, share the video with someone that you think this video could affect in a positive manner, I would be very grateful. I know that we don't want to get bogged down in statistics or algorithms, but the truth is that without those likes, without those shares, this won't reach as many people as possible. So, and of course, I would just be extremely grateful for everything. I mean, every like, every share, that's one more person that I can reach with this as I continue to grow, as we continue to track forward on a path that we have not wandered down before. And of course, keep your eye on the horizon, where the skyline meets the infinite.